Our last topic of the day, guys, is going to be talking about Apex Legends and Fortnite, the two juggernauts of the Battle Royale genre. And these two going head-to-head, long-term, what are we going to see? So let's talk about that. Guys, when Fortnite came out, obviously it became a global phenomenon, right? In the third-person shooter genre, it just blew up, right? I mean, you had massive amounts of celebrities playing the game, and just so many content creators and streamers were, absolutely blew up from this game. Then there was a game that came out that really became the true competition to Fortnite when it comes to Battle Royale. And we had other games, right? You had PUBG, you had Call of Duty Blackout. We've had other games, Radical Heights, and, there's been a number of Battle Royales that have tried to compete against Fortnite, but nothing really did that until Apex Legends. A free-to-play, first-person shooter that really was claiming to be the Battle Royale game for those who love first-person shooters. So they kind of accepted their role, but at the same time, they were trying to take over the Battle Royale genre. And guess what, guys? They were doing it for a while. For a while, Apex Legends was the top dog. Now, Fortnite obviously they were trying to figure out what they needed to do. And because Apex was kind of innovating in a way in which Fortnite was not. They, obviously incorporated seasons and things of that nature. And so they also incorporated the respawn system within, the Battle Royale genre, where if you died, obviously you could have a teammate could actually revive you. And so Fortnite kind of copied that. Everybody kind of tried to copy Fortnite, and then Fortnite had to kind of adjust what their thinking was, and they started doing things that Apex was doing. But anyways, it's been a back and forth battle, right? Here's what really happened, though, I believe. Because Apex, I think, could have really surpassed Fortnite in a major way had Shroud, of course, guys, a massive Twitch streamer who now is a Mixer streamer. But this guy was streaming this game and was incredible at Apex Legends. And so lots of people were gravitating to watching his, the streams and things of that nature. And he was blowing up. I mean, we're talking this guy was becoming like that second guy to Ninja, who of course blew up from Fortnite. And the question was is Shroud going to be the Ninja of Apex Legends? Like, is he going to blow up to just absolutely explode, right? Well, what ended up happening was Shroud was gaining every single day on Ninja. And then all of a sudden, he got hurt in an accident, and Shroud ended up having to go to the hospital, and he was out of commission. It was like on his hand, out of commission for a while. I will always say, I believe this full-heartedly, and you guys will have to tell me what you think about it, that was the turning point in this battle between Apex and Fortnite. His hiatus from Apex gave Fortnite that opportunity to continue to, dominate the Battle Royale genre. Had Shroud never got injured, I really think it could be very different now. Because Apex was just, I mean, it was so big. I mean, and he was growing astronomically. It's a really unfortunate thing what happened with Shroud. And then here's the other thing is when Shroud did come back, he didn't play Apex that much anymore, when I feel like he could have really just continued to be he's one of the biggest streamers out there, period, as it is. But man, it could have been so different, I feel. At this point, Fortnite still owns the Battle Royale genre. Apex isn't, far behind, but Fortnite is still the top dog in Battle Royale. Fortnite has been losing numbers. There's no doubt about it. As far as viewership's concerned, all of those things, it has gone down, okay? It was a matter of time until it all went down at some point, right? It's still one of the top, stream games out there. It's one of the top viewed games out there, but it has gone down in Fortnite standards. So what needs to happen, with these two franchises? I think it's a pretty loaded question because I think there's a lot that both developers need to do because Fortnite is so different from what it once was with the map and everything. And I think even Apex is kind of like that as well. I think both games were trying so hard to kind of evolve the map and all of that it almost has lost touch with what has made the game so great, or those games so great. What I'm going to say about Fortnite in particular, and even Apex, is my personal belief is that they need to have other game modes. And I'm not talking game modes within Battle Royale, like having separate maps, like smaller maps where you can have team deathmatch or you can have search and destroy. And I know they have search and destroy in Fortnite, but add some other game modes, like no building. Like there's no building whatsoever. Like it's all just boots on the ground and everybody is, on the same playing field. It's all about, just point and shoot, right? Those are like evolving those types of game modes where there's not, chug jugs and things of that nature, where it's just simply, a PvP or a team versus team. I think that would be absolutely incredible, because here's why. Guys like myself who haven't played the game or like been keeping up with things, if we want to play the game casually and you get on there, you're going to get shredded by players on there because there's no real like skill-based matchmaking. You get into a lobby with a bunch of other players who are way better at building than you, and building is the main aspect of Fortnite, so you get completely shredded, right? It's so quickly, and that's just not fun. That's why I think Fortnite is slowly but surely kind of going downhill. Apex is starting to have that problem as well. There's a skill gap. Fortnite, their skill gap is unbelievable. I mean, astronomical. It reminds me of like StarCraft. Especially, it's like StarCraft with no skill-based matchmaking. Like not, and so that being said, in my opinion, that's what Fortnite needs to do. And I think Apex needs to do the same thing. Can you imagine Apex Legends, which it would basically be like Titanfall, where you have team versus team, and it's on a small map. It's not like, you could even have it on the main map and you don't like drop in or anything. But in my eyes, I'm thinking like add some maps, add some other game modes. So when people don't want to do the BR mode, they can do other stuff within the game. And I know that, Apex and Fortnite have added other game modes, but it's all on the same map. It's all, the same map. It's all, and I know Fortnite's added creative and they've added other things, but I think they got to consistently involve in that way, not necessarily changing the map up, more so adding new maps, smaller maps, new game modes, no building. Apex, I mean, the same kind of thing, adding new game modes and all of that, but on like smaller maps. Make, really build this thing out. Like they're making the money. Why not do that to keep bringing people back, and casual gamers like myself coming into the game who want to, just play for fun. That's what I would love to see out of both of these games. But at this point, guys, the point of this is that Fortnite is above Apex at this point. But I think the Battle Royale genre, over time, we're going to see everything kind of start leveling out. You're going to see all these games are still competing with one another, but it's not going to be on a completely blown up scale like with what we saw with Fortnite. But let me know what you guys think. Is Fortnite greater than Apex, or is Apex greater than Fortnite? Or what would you guys like to see out of these games as far as the future is concerned? Do you guys want to see additions or, subtractions to certain things? What do you guys want to see and hopefully get updates on? Because you guys heard from me. What do I want? What do you guys want? That's the big thing. Let me know, and let's have a real conversation about it.